Hi, I'm Derek Lax. I'm a partner here at the Ankin Law Office in the Workers' Compensation Division. I grew up in the northwest suburbs of Philadelphia, better known as the Main Line in Villanova. I came to Chicago via the Ohio State University. I attended the John Marshall Law School, which is now known as UIC. I worked pretty much all the way through law school to get that real work-life experience and to really give me the leg up once I finished law school. I worked at a commercial litigation firm, Lazar Picorni. It was actually, I clerked there and worked there through law school, and they hired me right out of law school. My father, who is by far the most influential person in my life, instilled into me early on that it was important to have a career that would, drive you through the rest of your life. I had visions and dreams of playing in the NBA, but due to my size, those hopes were dashed early on in my life. So the law was the next logical step, mainly because it could lead me to different avenues. And ultimately, my aunt, who I was extremely close with, dedicated her whole life to helping people in need. She was the head of pretty much the entire state of Pennsylvania's disability system. In 2008, I saw the writing on the wall, and I was looking for something that was safer, something that, I wasn't looking over my shoulder where, business could dry up. Well, if you ask Howard, he would probably say that he found me. If you ask me, I would say that I found him. And a mutual acquaintance of mine had introduced Howard and myself, and he just thought it was going to be the perfect fit. I sat down and I listened to Howard's vision of the future and what he wanted to do and how he wanted to grow this firm, and it really resonated with me. Howard told me, he's like, come ride my coattails, and I did. When we first started, we were in a little townhouse in River North. 12 people total, and you look at it here today, and 20-something attorneys, 70, 80 plus support staff, almost 100 people in our own building here in downtown Chicago. It's been quite the ride. When we first started, it was just Howard, myself, and Scott. When I first started, Howard and Scott were running the show all by themselves, and they needed that extra help. Howard, wanted to, get it more into the business development of things. Josh came along soon after that, and the core of us kind of really have taken off. Now with the addition of Justin, Scott, Josh, Telly, Justin. I mean, we're more than just partners. We're all very good friends. We're very close with one another. We do things outside of the firm. And we're just a real close-knit group. It was kind of always preached to me that if you put the time in, you put the work hours in, you look back at that author Malcolm Gladwell, who talks about, having to put in the 10,000 hours, to call yourself a successful person or an expert in what you do. It was, when I first started at Ankin, it was kind of like, this is the law, but being kind of thrown to the wolves, and it was like a sink or swim type of situation. And obviously, I was able to swim pretty good. I welcome any case that allows me to help someone that's facing any type of injustice. I want to bring our clients, especially in workers' compensation, put their entire lives in our hands. And I wouldn't say that there's a particular type of case or a particular type of injury that drives me, but when I get a case and I see that this person really needs help, and then I'm able to do that, that is something that I always try to look for when I'm taking something on. I have to get up every day with my game face on and be ready to go. Every day is an adventure here, but I live for that. I like that little bit of uncertainty of where the day is going to take me. As a workers' comp attorney, you're wearing different hats. You're a therapist, you're their lawyer, you're their friend, you're their business advisor, you're their marriage counselor, you're their everything. They are living week to week, waiting for that check to arrive in the mail. And it's my job to make sure it's there. It's my job to make sure that they're getting the treatment that they need. It's my job at the end of the day, to put that nice big check in their pocket. For the past 15 years, I've spent more time here at Ankin Law than with my own family. Why Howard and I get along so well, because we both have the same kind of work ethic. Saturday mornings, I'm in the office. Sunday afternoons, I could be in the office. Massive snowstorms, I'm in the office. Looking back at just my time here, Snowmageddon, nobody could get out of their house, nobody could do anything, and it's Howard and I in this office. And I think we signed up almost 60 cases in one day, 2011, 2012. But that, just touching on that, being in the office, putting in the time, you never know when the phone's going to ring. And that what type of case do you love? I mean, I love just being here and being able to pick up the phone. And some of my biggest cases in my portfolio have been picking up the phone at 7:30 at night, and it's that case. Not only have I been able to develop and forge lifelong relationships with my partners, my support staff, my investigators, it's led me to the most important person in my life, my wife. You become more than just their attorney. Injury law made personal, not just being able to pick up the phone and calling your attorney and being there for your client, but really listening to them, getting to know them. I know, when my clients call me with an emergency. I know when their kids are, sick. I know when, they're having these difficult periods in their life, whether it be their, child is sick, family member passes away, or, you hear being evicted from their homes, losing their car, not being able to pay their bills. Being there, guiding them through, these difficult times. I'm kind of like a pilot, guiding a plane. It might hit some turbulence, but it's my job, to find that smooth air. I'm proud of the fact that I can wake up every single day and come here and still continue to grow and learn, be a student of the law. And I'm looking forward to the next 15.